Borralho appeared on the Jackson podcast this week and discussed his recent training experience in Sweden with Khamzat Chimaev. When asked about the possibility of fighting Khamzat, Caio stated that it wouldn't be an issue for him despite their friendship. He also revealed that during the training sessions, he closely observed Khamzat's techniques and tendencies and believes this will give him the advantage if they do end up fighting.
How do you think you do against Khamzat?
Actually, I have advantage against all the guys that should face him because I trained with him for like 5 weeks over there in Sweden and then after in Las Vegas. So I kind of know a little bit of his system and what he wants to do next and what he wants to the guy to do next so he can advance on his system. So I think I have an advantage of that because I studied a lot of this. I was paying attention and all that. I was helping him for sure, but I was paying attention.
That's why I never like training with it. All these motherfuckers.
Yeah. I was there to help, so I was definitely there to help him. For sure, I learned a lot over there, you know, so I know what he wants. I'm not saying it's an easy task because his wrestling is like another level. I train with him, he's very, very good, but I know I have advantage from other guys to face him, you know.
How is it the sport of MMA, you're allowed or okay to go train with someone that you might end up fighting? Isn't that a weird kind of practice that this sport has?
Kind of, but in the end of the day, I feel that it's just business, you know. I've been training with Strickland for like past 2 years too, Khamzat and all these guys, and when it comes about fighting in this top of the division and all that, just business, you know. Just need to go there and we are killing each other for free in the gym, you know. Why don't try to kill each other making some good money and see who the best man the night wins, you know. That's my mindset.
And to get the best, you got to train with some of the best in the world. And if you're training with the best in the world, they're already a name, right? So it's just gonna happen.
Paddy Pimblett sent a message to Michael Chandler today ahead of their upcoming clash at UFC 314 next month. Feeling underestimated, Paddy dismissed the notion that Chandler will knock him out, confidently stating that Chandler won't even get close to him on the feet. He made it clear he has every intention of standing and trading with Chandler.
It was also nice to size Chandler up. Like, a lot of people were surprised at how much bigger I am than him when I knew I was going to be that much bigger than him. I'm going to show everyone that the old guard's on the way out and the new guard's coming in. Funny, everyone's saying he's going to knock me out. I don't think he's going to get near me on the feet. Everyone thinks Mike's just going to come out and knock me out, lad, and I won't stand with him. Just like everyone thought I wouldn't stand with Bobby Green, but the striking's got so much better since the Bobby Green fight, and he's underestimating me, I think. Thinks he's fighting the same Paddy what for Jared Gordon, lad, when I'm a completely different fighter now. I've evolved.
Jon Jones shows off his new Avatar-inspired haircut. Khamzat Chimaev posted some new training footage. Although he is not currently scheduled for a fight, speculation suggests that his next bout will be against Dricus du Plessis for the middleweight title. Michael Bisping believes the UFC is likely to book a matchup between Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria. According to Bisping, having Topuria face another contender in the division poses a significant risk, as there is a genuine possibility that he could be defeated. Bisping argues that if Topuria were to lose to a contender, it could diminish the hype surrounding him. On his YouTube channel, Bisping said realistically, there's a ton of options for Ilia Topuria, but the reality is Islam Makhachev has got to fight somebody soon, and so does Ilia Topuria. Justin Gaethje wants to fight for the belt, but Justin Gaethje really doesn't give a shit right now. I think Justin Gaethje is happy making the phenomenal amount of money that he is, and just going out there and being able to be himself. So realistically, any of those guys that I just mentioned, Islam, Arman, Charles, Justin, any single one of them, and it might be one of them, but it's probably going to be, if you asked me to bet, I think Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria. Any of those guys, Arman, Charles, Justin, sure, they'd all be phenomenal fights, and they'd all have a realistic chance of potentially beating Ilia Topuria. Granted, Ilia is special, but if he lost to them, there's a massive market opportunity lost there, because Ilia versus Islam, Ilia with the rise, Ilia still being in a lot of people's minds the featherweight champion against the lightweight champion. There's something there. If he loses to Gaethje, but then 2 or 3 fights later gets a shot, it's not quite the same sell. The public wouldn't be quite still as invested. So I think they're going to give him the title fight. I think Islam is going to take it. Granted, he wants a shot at becoming a 2-weight champion, but he's going to have to wait for a while because of Bilal Muhammad. So in the meantime, you take out Ilia Topuria, which would be an absolutely blockbuster fight. At UFC 313, Ignacio Bahamondes defeated Jalin Turner via triangle choke in the first round. Following the loss, Jalin announced his retirement from MMA as he continues to struggle in his career, having won just 1 out of his last 5 fights. Aljamain Sterling offered words of advice, sharing that he has been in a similar position before. He encouraged Jalin to take some time off, reflect on whether he truly misses the sport, and then decide if he wants to make his retirement official.
You know, I don't really know what Jalin Turner's going through right now, but it seems like a lot of ups and downs mentally. I've been there before. I know the pain of you get to a certain point, you get knocked down, you try to build yourself back up, you get knocked down again, just thinking that you did everything right, you took the time off, spent it with your family. Like you said, fighting is hard. Training camps are hard. The weight cut. The most fun that you have is actually being in the fight, whether it's getting your hand raised or not, but that is the most fun you have, even if it's not coming out with the results that you wanted. So I understand and I empathize with him 100% because I've been there multiple times. And he has to do his best for him. You know, if his heart's not in it, that's how you get hurt. I thought he fought a great fight in the beginning, was doing some really good stuff, landing some good shots, but I don't think he lost it was a round 1 finish, but I don't think it was a loss where you were completely outclassed. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing one mistake that caused the end of the fight where he was looking really good up until that point. So I think he needs to take the time with his family, do some soul searching, maybe take some time off again, maybe take some time out of the gym completely and just seeing if he misses it. Because if you miss it, that's going to be the deciding factor of whether or not you want to come back. You know, the last thing I want to see is him come back and do this because other people want him to do it, or he just needs the money and then gets hurt even worse.
Tom Aspinall rates UFC fighters on his TikTok. Be sure to go give Tom a follow. Links in the description.
This is Tom Aspinall, and this is me rating the following fighters out of 10.
Yuri Prohaska.
8.5.
Alex Volkanovski.
9.
Michael Chandler.
7.
Alex Pereira.
9.
Dricus du Plessis.
9.5. Because he makes that unorthodox style work for him, and none of his opponents have any idea how to deal with it. It's a super smart fighter.
Sean Strickland.
8.5.
Cyril Gane.
8.
Alexander Volkov.
8.5.
Jamal Hill.
8.5.
Finally, Jon Jones.
9.5. Nobody can be the perfect fighter, but he's close to it. He's definitely close.
The Nelk Boys posted footage of them slamming beers with Conor McGregor last night. Conor received a bit of backlash in the comment section. Conor looking good in his fight camp. Definitely ready. Bro is never fighting again. Looks like Conor is fight ready, and definition of not fighting again. What do you guys think? Do you think Conor will ever fight again? Post your opinions in the comments. Matt Serra criticizes Tim Welch's coaching tactics. During a recent appearance on the Overdogs podcast, Matt shared his thoughts on Tim shouting instructions at Sean O'Malley's opponents during fights. Matt specifically referenced Tim's actions during O'Malley's bout against Aljamain Sterling, where many believe his instructions played a role in Aljo getting knocked out.
Aljo, you gotta go!
Additionally, Tim shouting at Merab Dvalishvili during UFC Noche led to a brief stoppage by referee Herb Dean. Matt made it clear that he is not a fan of Tim's approach, bluntly stating that he was being a little Go check out Matt's full appearance on the Overdogs podcast. Links in the description.
Sean O'Malley's a nice kid, but he still has like a kid's mentality. He's like, well, there's weight classes for a reason, and Merab would eat him in a street fight. I don't give a what that ginger knows. He would eat him up. I'm not a fan of that guy because when they were fighting, he does some dirty like he's the guy, hey, Aljo, you gotta go. Dude, it might not be against the rules, but you're being a little right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna go, Sean O'Malley, you gotta. First of all, they know my bad accent. Second of all, I'm not gonna fool anybody.
Hey, a dirty trick like that makes the fight game better as a whole.
Because
then it makes fighters prepare for shit like that they never even thought about themselves.
Boo! That! Shut up, dude. We're fighting. fighting. You're not fighting. I like when Merab saw him. He goes, hey, you want to go now or you want to wait till after the fight? Tim Welch is like, hey, all right. Because, dude, I don't know what world they're from. I don't know what their code is, but I know Merab's. And Merab wouldn't be like, oh, wait. We're going to have a street fight. Let's weigh in. And, dude, shut the fuck up.
Tim Welch responded to that clip. He left a comment. He wrote, sheesh. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one says Jon Jones has to realize that he can fight whoever he wants for legacy, but if he wants to keep the belt, he has to fight Tom Aspinall. You want the legacy fight? Okay, vacate the belt and fight whoever you want. The second one's from Rusty135 UK. It says Tom is the real heavyweight champion, willing to fight anyone, anywhere, anytime, unlike some. And the final one's from Masterclass771. It says, not gonna lie, Big Ank is kinda growing on me. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.